Have you had milk today? Maybe a glass with your breakfast or in your bowl of cereal? Did you ever stop to think where that milk came from and all the processes that it has to go through to get to your table? Probably not, but you're about to find out. How did we first discover milk? Well, since the domestication of animals around 10,000 BC, humans have been experimenting with the making of dairy products. Sheep and goats were the best as they are relatively small, not picky eaters, and they adapt readily to challenging weather. Cows, on the other hand, are much more fussy than the blasé sheep and make-do goat. They need shelter in poor weather and large pastures for grazing. However, a cow's milk production output was greatly superior to that of any other mammals humans attempted milking at the time. Nowadays, cows are the most commonly used animals to produce the milk we consume on a daily basis. Now let's take a closer look at exactly how that milk gets from the farm to our fridges. On the dairy farm, Holstein cows are milked twice daily through the use of vacuum-powered milking machines. The milk then travels through steel tubes from the cow to refrigerated holding tanks where it is collected and cooled. Because milk is such a perishable item, a truck will arrive within hours of milking and pump the collected milk into its cargo tank, where it is then delivered to the nearest processing plant. At the plant, the milk is first loaded into huge steel vats. Next up is separating. This is where any sediment and debris is removed and the milk is then separated by fat content. The milk with lighter fat percentages is used for drinking, while that of higher fat percentages is used for creams and butter. The milk is then vitamin fortified to increase nutritional value. Vitamins A and D are typically infused. The milk then passes through a clarifier to further purify it on its way to the pasteurizer. Pasteurizing is a process of heating a substance to kill any unwanted bacteria. The milk is most commonly heated to a temperature of 161 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 seconds to ensure proper pasteurization. During this time, the milk is constantly flowing to increase efficiency. Next is homogenization. This is where the milk passes through a filter so fine that it shrinks the size of the fat particles. It is done to create a more homogeneous beverage where the fat is less likely to separate from the final product. Lastly, the milk is packaged and loaded onto trucks to be delivered to your favorite local grocery store. People's long-lasting love for milk and dairy products is what brought us to perfecting this method. Just about every culture and continent uses and consumes dairy items in one way or another. From sheep, goats, and cows to water buffalo, horses, and yaks, animal milk is transformed into delicious goods for humans to enjoy. Hopefully you learned something today, and the next time you have a glass of milk, you'll know exactly where it came from.